But first, 6 million of us use dating apps in the hope of finding love. But when 45-year-old Angela Whitbread met her new man, she had no idea it would end up costing her £25,000.
Just 2 weeks after former Army Guardsman Nathan Walker was in prison for fraud, Angela joins us to tell her story. Good morning, Angela.
Morning,
this is
Angela.
such a sad story. So, thanks for joining us. So, tell us, how did you meet Nathan Walker? What was the circumstances? And I guess, how did it get so bad so quickly?
Right, well, I'd literally just split up with my partner that I'd been with for 7 years. And the guys at work had this app and they were swiping through it and stuff. And they said, oh, yeah, no, this is good to meet people. So I downloaded it mainly out of curiosity. And yeah, I was swiping through and then I saw Nathan there and liked his picture. And we started chatting from there.
I mean, straight away you can see he looks like a nice guy. He looks quite nice. He looks like he's a soldier, obviously. And you come from a military family, don't you?
Yes, that's right. My dad and his brothers, they were in the army as well. And I was kind of brought up to respect soldiers. I mean, you know, they're protecting us, you know, protecting the country when they're going abroad in wars and stuff. So I thought, oh, yeah, he's going to be, you know, nice and... yeah, trustworthy.
Trustworthy, yeah, exactly. So, how did he make you feel in the beginning? Like, what did you give him your phone number? How did he make you feel?
Yeah, so how the app works, you like swap numbers and stuff, and then you're chatting away. And obviously, it was quite flattering coming out of a relationship, you know, and having the attention is quite nice. So yeah, it was really nice and flirty in the beginning. So yeah, it was good.
Thing is, like Alison said at the start, 6 million people are using these apps now.
Yeah.
It's totally understandable. Like, you know, your story at the moment just reads like so many of my friends that are, I've come out of a long relationship, I'm using the app, it's going really nicely, we're just kind of, you know, we're flirting around a little bit, hopefully going to meet up. So, Angela, how did it go from this to the situation you found yourself in? And it seems like it sort of, he wanted the money and then incrementally he wanted a little bit more and he was gaining your trust. And, you know, reading the story, you don't seem particularly gullible. It just seems like it's almost like it just happened so quickly.
Yes, that's right. It wasn't actually long after we started talking that he actually asked me for some money. He said to me that his phone contract would be cut off and he wouldn't be able to speak to me or his daughter. So he was making me kind of feel sorry for him, and obviously that he couldn't speak to his little girl as well. So,
but that was like what, 50 quid or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was only a small amount of money.
Right.
Yeah.
Did that actually feel like a red flag, though?
Not at the time, no. No, it didn't. I mean, I've always been taught to help people out if they need it, and that's just what I was doing. I thought, he's a soldier, he's going to be trustworthy, he'll pay me back.
Yeah, yeah, and like you said, you know he's at a barracks. You know that so he has means, and you know he might be a bit short that month, so 50 quid. So how did it go from that to where it got to?
Okay, so we were like continually chatting after that, and then a few weeks later, he actually sent me a link for a guarantor loan, and he said, "I really need some help." He said, "My ex-girlfriend, she's like left me with loads of debt." And again, playing on my heartstrings with, you know, the little girl, he said, "Oh, I'm going to try and help her out and stuff and build a future for me and my little girl." And he said, "I promise if you do this, I will actually pay the loan and you won't have to pay anything and I will pay it all." So obviously I was like, I'm in the and I thought, okay, well, maybe this guy's got family. Surely he could ask his family. And he actually said to me that he didn't have any family. And so then I agreed to be the guarantor.
So it's interesting this, isn't it? Because it's not like he said, "Can you give me..." How much money was it at the time?
10,000.
Right, so it's not like he said, "Give me that 10,000." He said, "I need you to be guarantor of the loan that I've already taken out."
Yeah,
so he's transferring his debt onto you. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, and then so how quickly did it go south after that?
Well, he actually made payments for this loan and another loan of 5,000. He made them for about 3 months, and then he stopped paying. And then obviously then I was getting slightly worried, and then he kept on saying, oh, I can't afford it, I've got to pay this out for my daughter and stuff as maintenance. And so it kind of left me in a quandary. It's like, okay, I need to pay this money, but also I need to keep the roof over my head and pay all my bills as well at the same time. So it was very stressful.
Yeah.
Angela, can I just ask, did he even take you on a date? Did he woo you?
No. I met him 3 times, and all 3 times were for maximum around 10 minutes.
Oh, Angela, I feel so sorry for you. And this is affecting your life even today, isn't it? What are you paying back now?
Yes, it is. As a result of him not paying these loans, I actually had to get a loan out from my bank to keep them away from me. So they were going to sit in bailiffs after me, basically, because I wasn't paying and he wasn't contacting them or anything. So I had to get a loan out from my bank, pay the loan off, and I've had to downsize everything from bills to food, not going out, no holidays, everything.
See, this is what I can't get my head around, is the fact that even though, I mean, we've got what happened in court here. He appeared at Winchester Magistrates Court Winchester Crown Court on March the 2nd. He was sentenced to 32 months imprisonment, pleaded guilty to 10 counts of fraud against 3 women and 4 financial institutions. The offence related to you totaled $26,300. Judge Jane Miller told Walker his offending had been systematic, calculated and despicable. I'm just at a loss to see how this lands on... Because you've signed to be guarantor for these loans, this still ends up on your doorstep. I find that baffling.
Yes, I know. I mean, I'm trying to get my money back, so I actually paid and still paying, but to no avail at the moment. So fingers crossed that I do.
Yeah.
And finally, if you could say anything to him right now, what would you say to him?
Well, I know he's in prison, so I'm hoping he's learning his lesson, and also I hope he learns and thinks about what this effect has had on all his victims, both me and the other ladies as well, and for all the other ladies out there. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that, Angela, and good luck with everything.
Yeah,
It's such a sad story. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah, I hope it gets better for you,
Thank you.
Angela. Thank you.